YouTube, welcome to the channel. My name's Jason. Here on this channel, I do food and product reviews. We're doing a product review here, the SF3 from Costco. It's been 4 months since I got this device, so I'm going to go over some of the pros and cons of it, things I like, some of the things I dislike about it. Okay, so like I said, it's been 4 months since I got this. Sorry about the echo, I don't usually shoot in here. $2,500 when I bought it. I was just looking on Costco's website. Now they have it down to $2,000. I think you get like a $400 rebate. Great price. That's the first pro of this device. You can't beat the price of it. It is so cheap. Now, if you don't get it through Costco and you're like, I don't have a Costco membership, I suggest getting one. I didn't have one. I got a Costco membership just for this thing behind me, this functional trainer. $60, I think, was the membership price. Because if you buy this off Inspire's website, I have it up on the computer over here, $4,500 for the same functional trainer off Inspire's website versus $2,000 at Costco. So get yourself a membership and they'll deliver it for you. They have free delivery. I did another video when I got this on the whole delivery process, so I'll leave a card at the end of this video if you want to check that out. I'll go more into detail on my thoughts on the delivery process. But still, at the end of the day, it was well worth it. This is a great device for the price. It does come with attachments. I have a bunch of other ones back here that I'll touch on, different ones that I've purchased. You get the strap that you can do leg workouts or assisted pull-ups. I can tell you, tried it once when I first got this. I've never used this strap again. My personal preference, I don't use it. You may love the strap. You have a curling bar. Again, I used this the first few weeks and then I haven't used it since. Not that I dislike it, I've just got different attachments, do different workouts. I will probably go back to this again at some point, but right now it doesn't get used. You also get your hand grips. These bicep curls, I use these all the time. Love these. These are great. These probably get the most use. And I have this awesome hook back here. You can hook all your attachments to. I wish there was other ways to attach, more hooks where you could attach another rack on here because I have more attachments. The rope, great rope, comes with it too. This gets used a lot. So between the hand grips and the rope, those are the two attachments that came with it that I use the most. Like I said, I have bought some other attachments. This one, and I'll leave links down in the description to Amazon where I got all these. I think this was like $60. This is so heavy duty. This is amazing. I love doing this on low rows. It came with this and this bar too, which I use it for lat pull downs. So $60 I think it was for these. Amazing attachments. I just picked these up because I was watching videos, because with the rope, you're doing tricep pull downs like in front of you. You don't get the greatest extension to where if you're just using a single hand grip, you can pull it on the side. So I picked these up. Just another little attachment. I use these two I still use the rope for triceps and I use those single grip ones. But my favorite attachments are over here. I did buy a lat pull down bar. I don't remember the price on this. I'll find it, like I said, down in the description. I think it was like $25 just for this bar. Great bar. I'll get to, that's another one of the cons of it is lat work on this machine. There's some workarounds you got to do. Depends on your size, your height. It may or may not be the greatest thing for you. Then there's these, what do you call them? V-grips. These aren't, I know there's a name brand that's really expensive, but you can go on Amazon. That's what and again, like I said, I'll leave the link down there for these ones. I got 5 of these for $100. Absolutely love these. Even though I only use 2 of them, I use the wide grip and then this narrow grip again over here for lat pull downs. I put the bench here, sit on the bench and use those. There's 3 other ones. There's another smaller grip. I'll show you. I just don't like this one as much again, and there's 2 bars that are a little narrower, and it just comes down to what you're more comfortable with. You may use all 5. My workout on this machine is I work out 6 days a week on here, an hour a day. So I don't have a lot of time to be using all the different size grips. So 2 of them is what I use right now, and it works for me. With that being said, like I said, the lat pull down is the biggest issue on here. From ground to where this attaches, where you would hook on, is 62 inches from here to the ground. So when you're on your bench, which I know there was a lot of complaints when people were getting this machine and they're saying, man, the bench is low. And I thought that too when I first got it. I was like, it's compared to my other bench I had, it's a lower sitting bench. Once you start using this machine, you'll find out the lower bench, there's a reason. You need the lower bench because you don't have that much height here. So what I'll do is I'll just pull the bench up. And hopefully you'll be able to see. I think I have some other footage from the side. When I'm sitting here and I'm driving it, I'm not at full extension, so I can't go all the way up. So when you're going up, I would like to go up just a little higher. Now obviously you could sit on the ground if you wanted. It's not as comfortable. So that's the big issue is I wish this was just, and have the room, there's a little space there that it could go just a little bit higher. Again, if you're bigger than me, I'm 5'9". If you have a longer wingspan, longer arms, it's gonna be even worse for you. It works. So the other issue is the amount of weight on here. It has 160 pounds on each side. It's a 2-to-1 machine. So when you're doing lat work, you're just using the one stack. It's really just 80 pounds you're lifting. So I already have that maxed out when I'm doing my lat work. I can add a little extra weight on here. And I believe these are 5 pounds. So again, depending on your level of lifting, where you're at, you may max out the machine. Those 2 exercises, my lat pull downs, are the only ones where I'm maxing it out. Everything else is fine. I'm not worried about maxing it out. And even though I'm maxing out, I'm just upping my reps. So it still works for me. It's just know that if you're a big person and you've been lifting a long time, the weight may be an issue. The amount you have on here and the height. But again, for the price, yeah, I could, and I've thought of like, hey, if I get to the point where I really, really want to work on my lats, maybe I'll add another lat machine in here just for lats. You can get them on Amazon anywhere from like $300 to $600. Then you're adding weights to it too, so that's going to cost a little more. Because if you want a machine from Inspire that has the actual lat attachment, which is, my computer's overweight, which is the FT2 functional trainer, $5,000. And I think that one has a little more weight on it, but it also has the lat attachment. So you're spending a lot more money just for that attachment. I wish that if there's somebody out there watching this, maybe a third-party company, or maybe even Inspire, if they could come up with an attachment you could put up, hook onto here, and have both your cables go in there for a lat attachment, I'd be willing to pay like $600 for an extra attachment on here to make this, be able to use both stacks and have a higher grip up there to do your lat work on there. So that would be something cool. I doubt they'll ever come up with it. Maybe some third party could figure out a way to add that. I don't know. Those really are the only 2 negatives I've really had about this. Again, the height of this, that's a little low, and the amount of weight on there. Again, it's only those 2 exercises that I'm maxing it out. The Smith machine function of the SF3 is great. I love that. That's the main reason I went with this over the other one that Costco has, which is because Costco has the FTX, which I'm looking at, which is now, I think, like $1,500. I think when I was gonna purchase that one originally, it was like $1,400. So they upped the price a little on that. And it doesn't have the Smith bar, so I would say right now, when this is for $2,000 right now through Costco, highly recommend getting this machine over the other one. I got bands back here too, which is nice. These are like $25 for like, what I got, 5 bands. You can just wrap them around this back bar here and use it. I use it for warm-ups. So those are awesome to have on there. Again, like I said, this is a great machine. As you see, it doesn't take up much space. I'm in my bedroom. This is the corner of my bedroom. I built a little platform, put some plywood down, and I got the mats. I got these from Sam's Club, and I did a video where I I think when I originally had it, I was like, they're a little slippery. And people said, well, clean them. And that helped a little. And then I put like a grip tape over them. So now they're perfect. Plenty of grip. I don't slip on them anymore. Absolutely amazing. One other thing I will say about this is I bought these because I was going to do, like ab work hanging there. I was like, oh, I'll pick some of these up. Because then you just rest your arm in there, so it helps support you a little better. The problem you have with this is like, oh, maybe I can just hook them onto here. They eventually, as you're working, will slide off here. So I can say if you're getting this machine, you're thinking about getting something like this, I haven't found a way for it to work. I mean, you might be able to hook them onto here, then you're not that high. I just haven't wanted to hook them onto this bar. I was trying to do it up there, so for me, it hasn't worked. So these were, I don't know, 10 bucks. Kind of a waste. So if you've got them or thinking about to get them, just know that they're gonna slip off these bars here. That's about it. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comments below. I'm losing some of my light here. It's getting dark. Like I said, absolutely love it. Don't regret the purchase at all. Use this. It's been 4 months. I use it 6 days a week, an hour a day. It's held up well. It's sturdy. Yes, I can shake it a little bit, but it's perfectly fine. It's an amazing device. Highly recommend it. If you're in the market for a functional trainer, you're not going to find one with all that it has for any cheaper that's going to be this quality. So highly recommend it. Again, Costco, right now they're $2,000. If you have any questions, comments, and concerns, leave it down below. I will gladly answer it for you. If you're new here, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.